Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the month of November for your forecast readings. I am Ari Nicole, and this channel is Midwest Medium. Each month, I put out different readings, and so if you don't see your star sign in this video, just look around on my page, and you will definitely find your star sign there. So the format is I just lay out 4 cards, and we talk about what your forecast is for the month at hand, and then don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that way you can be updated next month on your readings. I would also like to pull some special attention to this month's sponsor, which is Those Blasted Things out of Laverne, Minnesota. They provided me today with this lovely citrine rock. Citrine is actually the stone for November. So be sure to stop down by their shop and check out their crystals and all their little fun little things that they have down there. I buy all of my crystals from Those Blasted Things. They are great to work with. Absolutely love them. So with that, we'll get on to the readings. So recently, I've been kind of encountering a lot of people saying like, oh, they want to manifest things and that they really want to make sure that they make a lot of money or that they get the job that they want. You know, things aren't working out so well. Why haven't the things that I've been wanting, is manifesting for me? And there was actually somebody who thought that they were getting signs from spirit that they should move on, basically quit their job. And then they just expected that the universe was going to just drop the new job into their lap without having a plan in place. And I've been seeing this progression for this individual for the last, couple of months. And I'd seen them, talk about wanting to leave their job, thinking that this is a sign from the universe because and only because that their job was shitty, that they were being treated awful by their boss, weren't getting paid what they deserved, and that was the universe's way of telling them that it's time to move on and that they should make that move now rather than later. And so it kind of really disturbed me because first of all, the really important thing to know is that the universe isn't magic. Like, yes, the universe is magical and the universe can do magical things, but things aren't going to happen for you at the snap of a finger. If I say I want a new and wonderful job, I visualize for myself a new and wonderful job right now. That doesn't mean that the universe is just going to plop a new job in my lap. That's not how it works. The universe takes your order and says, new job, right? Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay, well, let's put some wheels in motion and see what we can do. And so then over the next, it could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years. And you're going to have to stay at that current spot where you're at because there's a lesson to be learned. So you can't just rip out the rug underneath yourself and quit your job because it sucks and you think the universe is telling you it's time to move on. You actually need to stay there and suffer for a little bit until you can create your next opportunity. We hear all the time in the holistic community about how someone was, they started following, they created this practice where they're basically healing, I don't know, we'll say like crickets, right? Something goofy. So they started this whole, healing practice of healing crickets. And then, but they're also working a day job. And then eventually, the day job starts to suck more and more and more, but their cricket business starts to really pick up. So that's a sign from spirit that, yes, it's time to move on. It's time to cut your ties with your traditional job and move into your next job. And then that's when all the opportunities start coming along, which you get more clients, you get paid better for what you're doing. You can actually make a sustainable living off of it. We hear these stories constantly. If you haven't heard these stories before, look up stories on like manifestation, new job. You'll definitely hear a lot of success stories about this. But what I think a lot of people get very impatient about, because in our day and age, we're very used to, I want food, I'm going to get food. Food's right here. We get things just so immediately that we forget that the universe doesn't work on our time. The universe works on its own time. And so when you put a request out to the universe and you say, I want a new job. I need a new job. This is why I need to move out of this job. The universe takes that in and says, okay, I will give that to you, but it's going to take some time. And so doing your crystal grids and doing your manifestation prayers and constantly asking for it reassures the universe that you want this new job. But what you can't do is like I said, rip the rug out from underneath yourself to basically strong arm the universe into forcing it to give you what you want. That's not how it works. If you do that, the universe is going to be like, ooh, sorry, I guess you're not ready for it. And they're going to put it on the back burner because you haven't learned the lesson. So the important thing is that yes, things are going to suck right now, but you need to suffer for a little while because there's a lesson to be learned. And it's only until you suffer and only until you've seen that lesson will the universe finally say like, oh, yes, they're ready. Here it is. Here's the thing that you asked for. You're ready for it. Thank you so much for being patient. And here is your reward. And that's essentially how manifestation really works in full circle. So if you have more questions about it, definitely hit me up on my Facebook page, send me a message, we can interact. I can help you figure out more manifestation things. But other than that, on to the readings. All right. This is for November 2018 for Aquarius. We're just gonna give this deck a couple shuffles and we'll see what's kind of going on. Sometimes I feel like I just want to like take the deck and just spread it all over the table and then scoop it back up again. That's how I used to shuffle cards when I was a little kid, because I couldn't do it quite as well as other people. My grandma was really good at shuffling cards. She loved playing cards. Oh my gosh. Never got to learn how to shuffle tarot though. So this deck is actually by John Holland and it's called the Psychic Tarot Oracle card deck. And I just picked it up at a gallery reading event that I went to at the beginning of October because, you know, new cards, new decks, they're fun. It's a good time, you guys. All right, one more shuffle. And I'm gonna do a split. So, all right, here we go. Okay, so the month of November 2018. So right now, this first card here says discontent and boredom, and it's upside down, which means you really need to pay attention to this. So I feel like right now you're feeling very frustrated with where things are for you right now because it's just not turning out the way that it's going. You're feeling very bored. Well, you need to get out of your house. You need to start trying new things. You need to meet new people, and that's what this card is saying. Because this guy, his back is turned away from the rest of the world because he's becoming very internal and he's internalizing everything. Well, you don't get better by just working on yourself internally all the time. Sometimes you have to reach out to other people and you need to get into the community and involve yourself. And I feel like that's what this card is saying. So there are things going on in the month of November and in your community and around you, and you need to get involved. You're going to be meeting the people that you need to in this time of your life to really grow. This next card is financial and material changes. I feel like you're going to have to really focus on how you are spending your money and how things are coming into you from a financial and a material standpoint. I think some of you might not be, as easy for you in the month of November, but other people you're gonna see some changes as far as people are gonna start giving you things, and things are gonna material things are gonna start coming your way, and you're gonna be like, what is all this stuff? Like, I never had so much stuff before, recently. So just really pay attention to that because there are messages in the objects that are being given to you. This next card here, triumphant success. So I feel like there's been some struggles with I feel like it's a couple different things, like conversations and also like difficult relationships. And finally, I feel like you're going to have this breakthrough because look at this card. The hand is the sword and the hand is breaking through the ground, and that ground is really hard and really packed down. So this is basically the big breakthrough that you finally are going to get in the month of November. And a lot of people are getting really good things for this November 2018. So hallelujah, right? So this card also was upside down to you. So pay attention to those changes. And then lastly, this card is balance and harmony and synchronicity with the universe. The number 11 is on the card. Have you been seeing a lot of number ones? Because look, this card is also a 1, which also has to deal with, synchronicity in the universe. So Pay attention to the 11s, pay attention to repeating numbers. Those are important because the universe is saying like, hey, pay attention, wake up. This balance card is saying you're going to feel a little bit better with how things are working. I feel like this is going to be more towards the end of the month because this discontent and boredom, if you don't do something about this, you're not going to get to the balance card. So if you have any questions about these cards, like this reading, or if you have any questions in general, or if you just want to book a reading with me, follow me on facebook.com/AriNicoleMedium, and we can talk about this or book a reading. So thank you so much and have a great month, you guys. Bye. Well, those are your readings for the month. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the latest videos that are coming out. And I want to say a special thanks to all of my sponsors, which is Those Blasted Things in Laverne, Minnesota, providing the lovely citrine stone here that you see today. Warwolf Productions, who helps put the videos together. And then also Last Stop Studios, who provides me with this amazing space. You see these colors back here? See how much work that is? It's a lot of work. That's awesome. I love it. So, anyways, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next month. Bye.